This one's called kardiology. Kardiology. It's a replacement for psychology. It's a replacement for psychiatry. It's called kardiology. And kardia is the Greek word in the Koine Greek in the New Testament for heart. And heart means the inner man, and it's the umbrella term for all the inner components of human beings. It's not allowed for us to know this, but God's word revealed it. The propaganda tells us otherwise, so we won't understand it. But we have a mind, and it is experiential. It's all mental. That is the brain. It's called the nous. It's the thinking instrument, the actual biological thing in Greek. And then we've also got this other mind. It's called the rational. It's the frame. And it's not the biological. And basically, it's rational mind when it says to set your kardiology. It's a kardiology. It's an entirely different inner element. It's that kardiology. And it's a replacement for psychiatry and psychology. The abdomen, the emotions, 1 Peter 1:9. We got us the soul. It's the suke. That thing that is in the abdomen. What is the soul? It's the suke. When we're saying the word psychology, we're actually using the Greek word suke. And the other Greek word is called logos, or the word, or the study of. It's the study of what? The suke. It's the soul. So that PSY, that's the soul. That's the soul in the psychology and the psychiatry. You see? It's not talking about the mind, because the mind is not the word soul. And this is not the mind. This can be located in the body, inside of the abdomen, inside of your guts. And that's inside of your stomach. And even the lower and higher intestine and the kidney. It's how you feel. It's the seat of human emotions. It's in your belly. And what's your gut feeling? What's your instinct? You see, the desirous will is the Greek term phlema. And that's what we have inside of our heart. So the heart is comprised of the spirit, mind, will, soul, mind. And this is still the real rational mind. It's actual, factual. It's that rapper teacher. He raps and he teaches. He's like a rap scholar. Yeah, he raps and he preaches. His name's Marshall Minister. He wants to educate us. He wants us to know what God's word says. The psychology and psychiatry has propagandized the entire Earth's population into not knowing about. These are the secrets of the human heart. They're mysteries that things would never be known. We got the pneuma, we got the human spirit, and we're not. Without a human spirit, when we're born with the human spirit. And so in Romans chapter 8, verse 16, it says, the Spirit testifies with my spirit that I'm a child of God. Rational mind, frame. So like when you study the term schizophrenia. In Colossians chapter 3, verse 1 through 3, it says, set your minds on the things above, where Christ is, seated at the right hand of God. We got the determinative will. So we got this reflectional mind, you see. And that's that word frame. And it's not even talking about the actual biological brain. You see how pseudoscience corrupts things? It does. We also have this thing called the ology, the determinative will. With it, we make all of our decisions on a daily basis and carry them out. We've also got this other type of will, and we do not do anything with this. It's called the will of the flama. It's the desirous will. It's what we want to happen. So man has one of these, and also God has one of these. And don't forget that, because Christ's human body has all of these things, because he is like us in every way, yet without sin. Not meaning that he didn't sin, though he didn't sin, but meaning yet without a sinful nature, because our hearts are corrupted with a sinful nature. So replace all of this with a new heart, and that's where we be going.